So this is a full moon, guys. Full moons are about releasing and letting go. It illuminates and brings clarity on what just isn't working here, and what needs to be released, um, and what space needs to be made to bring in something new. Because when we get a new moon, we are bringing in new things, new goals, new expectations, new intentions. So full moons are about releasing, new moons are about bringing things in. With a full moon lunar eclipse, well, that's where things get a little dicey. It still means we're releasing things, but there's still things that are going to slowly dissolve on their own time. And this may just be the beginning process of letting those things exit. But all in all, I will say that we have reached, not necessarily, but we have closed the eclipse portal with this full moon lunar eclipse. And with that, we will have some lingering effects within the next couple of weeks. We still have Mercury retrograding. That's what I will be going over within these readings with you as well. And yeah, Mercury is retrograding to the middle of March, and that's going to be also lingering around to the end of March. So March is kind of this limbo space where things have shifted and changed, and we don't quite know where our footing and grounding is. But to say the least, this is the most important time that you should get grounded within your own individuality and authenticity. Okay, so without further ado, we'll get into the reading. Hi Taurus, this is for Taurus sun, moon, and specifically rising, as this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo will be happening in your 5th house of creative expression, joy, play, children, all the fun things. So we are in Pisces season, but across from Pisces is Virgo. This full moon is about releasing perfectionism around things that light you up. Literally stop being so stiff, stop being so serious. Just let go, let loose, play a little, be creative. That's what this is asking you to do in your 5th house, okay? And so with that, we also have, or in the middle of, a Mercury retrograde, and that is actually slightly conjunct with the sun in Pisces. And so that is asking you to review, revise, and refine anything in your 11th house, which is your dreams, aspirations, but also your friend groups, community, and support systems. They all play a role into helping you evolve and thrive in your aspirations and dreams. So with that, this is asking you to review, revise, and refine just how you are showing up for your collective of people to accomplish your goals and dreams in life, and how other people are showing up for you as well in those supportive community groups. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it, Taurus. Let's tap into your reading. So we're actually letting loose and having fun. That is kind of what this is about. Stop trying to micromanage and make everything so perfect. It's never going to be perfect, especially when it's about you having fun, okay? so let's see what comes out for Taurus. This is a new deck, y'all. It's kind of like, kind of slippery. It doesn't really have all the grit that I needed to yet. We have transformation at the bottom of the deck, and 2 cards flew out. I was only really trying to take one, but okay. Ooh, well, we have protection and we have a shadow. I feel like in transformation, I feel like there's some shadow work going on. This is about, the 5th house is about the the inner child, correct? And it's about the light inside of us. But behind every light is a shadow. And I feel like you may have to protect yourself. Protection. I feel like it's calling towards divine protection, ultimately. But I'm hearing rejection is redirection, in a form of protection. So maybe something, has shifted. Oh, something else is coming up. There's like a fear here. And fear is supposed to, it's supposed to protect us. It's supposed to keep us safe. It's supposed to make us question the safety of something. And then we have shadow, which is that shadow side of ourselves. I don't necessarily want to call it low frequency, but I don't know. I feel like you should protect yourself from anything low frequency, but I also feel like there's a call to do some shadow work, seeing that transformation is at the bottom of the deck. So right now, I feel like maybe you may be in a period of maybe isolation, but something's not working because it's protecting you. And maybe it's because you are not ready yet, because you haven't integrated the shadow work that is necessary for you to completely transform. But there's a form of protection here. Your shadow is protecting you, maybe. I'm even hearing your ego. Protecting your ego, something. Let's see what comes out. This is a new deck for me, y'all, so bear with me. I may look at the guidebook to see what some further clarification, but let's see what comes out. Temperance. I feel like something's been tempting you to move faster than what is necessary to force an outcome. The Hermit is here to say that you have an inner knowing, inner wisdom, inner guidance. That light you can use to take yourself out of this darkness. That light you can use to walk yourself out of the darkness. That is what the Hermit does. It takes only the steps that it can see in front of them with their own inner guidance, own inner light, and walks with discernment. And speaking about the Hermit is that Virgo energy with this Virgo full moon. Okay, so this is about tapping into your own inner discernment. Instead of trying to force and rush outcomes. Okay. 7 of Pentacles is about growth and patience. It's about tending to your garden with intention. Not because you're trying to get something out of something. Actual intention. 7 of Pentacles is literally tending to a garden without actually knowing if you're going to get a full harvest. But what you will know is that you put in true intentions and efforts. And that if it didn't work this time, it's because it's a reason, it's a lesson from it. There's somehow, some way you grow and you thrive from trial and error with Seven of Pentacles. One more card. What is this protection? Page of Wands, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, Page of Wands, page usually very willing to try new things, go to new places, expand the energy outward a little bit more. In the reverse, they're a little bit more reserved, less inspired, pretty unmotivated, lack of momentum, again, that lack of inspiration, loss of spark as well. But Eight of Wands is, I feel like Eight of Wands, it usually talks about progression and momentum, but I feel like it's also in anticipation, because Wands is about energy, so it's like a buildup of something. You got eight of them coming at you at once. It gets overwhelming, even overstimulating to a certain point, but it's a whole lot coming at you at once. Sometimes I get like, maybe you're getting like downloads or something like that, like spiritual downloads even, or even I would say like life is just pushing you into a certain direction right now. And that may be that protection that I talked about. Rejection is just redirection in a form of protection. So, but I feel like, you're moving forward, actually. It's not like you're being halted or misled or anything like that. But you're moving forward with passion, with enthusiasm. No, you're moving forward with passion, not as much as enthusiasm. The Page of Wands is that enthusiasm for life. But Wands in general is about fire, light, creativity, passion, and just moving forward, action oriented. So in regards to that, things may be changing fast. Things may be transforming fast, and there's a need to get a grasp on what is happening. And you may have to do that by integrating some of the fears, doubts, and darkness that you have within inside, and learn how to integrate that. I will just quickly look at the meanings of these cards here. We have protection, which is number 1. It says you are protected. You are safe in all matters of the body, mind, and spirits. Do not delay in moving forward. If inquiring about a relationship, situation, or how to proceed, please take this as a sign that you are taken care of and harm to none will be had. The symbol is the Helm of Awe. This is a Norse Viking rune often used when petitioning the gods for protection in battle. And for 43 is Shadow. What is hiding in the dark? What is it that you are afraid of or don't want to see? This card comes to you to tell you that all cannot be in the light because there must be a balance. Exploring the beast requires you to confront those unhealed parts of yourself, those aspects you deem unworthy or unlovable. The time is now to bring light into those usually concealed spaces, so they may be healed appropriately and or banished forever. The shadow or the hidden beast is not evil, just misunderstood. However, do tread carefully as you dive into sensitive territory. Humor, although not a solution, can help ease the growing pains of learning how to best work with and integrate your shadow. I said that. With compassion, the symbol is a beast. The beast is the hidden mythical monster under our beds or in our closet. It is the repressed parts of ourselves that we believe unlovable, unworthy, or fear inspiring. Ironically, it is also the place where some of our most hidden and valuable strengths are to be discovered. And that's why we do shadow work, to integrate the dark with the light. Okay? So I feel like you're moving towards that, or just there's been a big push onto you sitting with yourself in solitude a little bit more, connecting with your shadow, integrating it. Yeah, that just may be what's going on. The Temperance is here to in the reverse, which shows again that lack of patience, or the willing or wanting to force outcomes of a certain situation, and that's just not what needs to happen here. The Temperance is normally about divine timing, so you need to practice patience and get inspired. Find some inspiration within the darkness, okay? Nothing's gonna, you're protected, okay? You are protected, so it's not gonna come and get you, all right? It's just here to change you, it's here to transform you. That can be scary on its own, but it doesn't need to be. And so I'm just going to leave this here for you, Taurus. If this resonated or you would like to dig deeper, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.